King Charles harbors a significant regret stemming from his deepening estrangement from his youngest son, Prince Harry. This regret primarily revolves around his limited interactions with his grandchildren, whom he only sees via video calls. Charles has met the Duke of Sussex's daughter, Lilibert, but has not seen either of the Sussex's children in person since 2022. Sources indicate that Queen Camilla, Charles's wife, is actively encouraging her husband to foster a closer relationship with his grandchildren and is fully supportive of his efforts in this regard. Royal commentator Michael Cole has emphasized the emotional impact this estrangement has on Charles, noting that the king feels the lack of closeness with his California grandchildren acutely, and that his only regret is that he does not see Archie and Lilibert. Cole elaborated, stating, "The king is painfully aware that time is precious and regrets that he cannot be closer to his grandchildren Prince Archie and Princess Lilibert. The physical distance of 5,000 miles between Clarence House and California is not the sole barrier to a closer relationship. The significant tension between Prince Harry, Meghan, and the rest of the royal family has created a profound divide, making normal familial interactions extremely challenging." The tensions between Prince Harry and the senior members of the royal family escalated dramatically after Harry resigned from his duties as a working royal and relocated his family to the United States. According to Cole, this departure in 2020, compounded by subsequent interviews, TV programs, and Harry's memoir, Spare, has tested the relationship between Harry and his family to the breaking point. The strained relationship between Harry and his family was further highlighted after Buckingham Palace announced in February 2024 that King Charles had been diagnosed with cancer. In a subsequent interview with Good Morning America, Harry recounted his response to the news. "I jumped on a plane and went to go see him as soon as I could. Look, I love my family. The fact that I was able to get on a plane and go and see him and spend any time with him, I'm grateful for that." Harry expressed his ongoing commitment to family, adding, "I've got other trips planned that will take me through the UK, or back to the UK, and so I'll stop in and see my family as much as I can." Despite this, Harry's recent visit to the UK for the Invictus Games did not include any reported meetings with his family, underscoring the persistent rift. This ongoing distance has left King Charles yearning for a more intimate connection with his grandchildren, Archie and Lilibert. Queen Camilla's support is significant, as it underscores the royal couple's shared desire to mend familial bonds and overcome the barriers that have kept them apart from the Sussex children. The relationship between Harry and the royal family has been fraught with complications ever since Harry and Meghan's high-profile exit from royal duties. Their move to the US and subsequent media engagements have laid bare the discord within the family. Harry's candid revelations in interviews and his autobiography have not only provided insight into his perspective but also further strained his relationship with his father and other senior royals. King Charles, now contending with both personal and public pressures, finds himself caught between his duties as monarch and his role as a grandfather. His regret about the limited interaction with his grandchildren reflects a personal sorrow that transcends his royal responsibilities. This situation highlights the complex dynamics at play within the royal family, where public roles and personal relationships often intersect in challenging ways. Efforts to bridge this divide are ongoing. Charles's desire to see more of his grandchildren is not just a personal wish but also a step towards healing family rifts. The king's commitment to family, despite the challenges, indicates a deep-seated hope for reconciliation. His willingness to engage in video calls with his grandchildren, although not a substitute for in-person interaction, shows a desire to maintain some form of connection. The future of these familial relationships remains uncertain. Harry's statements suggest an openness to visiting the UK and seeing his family when possible, but the broader reconciliation will require more than occasional visits. It will necessitate a concerted effort from all parties to address the underlying issues that have led to the current estrangement. In summary, King Charles's regret over his limited relationship with his grandchildren highlights the ongoing familial tensions within the royal family. The physical distance between the UK and California is compounded by deeper emotional and relational divides. Queen Camilla's support of Charles's efforts to reconnect with Archie and Lilibert underscores the importance of family unity. As the royal family navigates these complexities, the path to reconciliation will require patience, understanding, and a willingness to bridge both physical and emotional distances.